안녕하세요. And namaste, my friend. I hope you're doing well, as per usual. Today, just gonna be some good old hand sounds. To relax to sleep to. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. My tongue feels kind of burnt, but I haven't eaten anything that could have burnt it, so that's kind of weird. Actually, I think it might be kind of numb. It's 6 in the morning right now, and I wish I could say that I woke up this early, but sadly, I have yet to sleep. I've just been recording all night, but honestly, I've been enjoying it. The bad part is, though, that there's two options right now, and that is to either stay up, but I already know that there's no way I'm gonna make it like till this evening, so I'm probably gonna just end up falling asleep. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? I have heard, though, that lack of sleep is the same. Lack of sleep has the same effect as alcohol. And I can definitely see the similarities. There's still a little difference, though, I would say. But, it's like more or less. And it also depends on like how sleep deprived you are. But yeah. So I wonder what would happen if you would be sleep deprived and drunk. I think that would be an interesting experiment. I have yet to try it, though. So yeah, it's either in like 8 to 10 hours, which would be in the afternoon. And then go to bed early. I might actually do that because I believe that instead of torturing myself through like the next couple of hours, like that's not really enjoyable, right? So I would rather enjoy the couple of hours that I have. This afternoon and this evening. I gotta say, I do like being up at night because the feeling that everyone else is sleeping, and I mean, it's just a perfect time to record ASMR videos, in my opinion. Back in the day, I think this was about 1 or 2 years ago, I would go to bed at 10 o'clock on the dot, and I would wake up at like 6 a.m. and I would start my day off by reading one chapter of a book, and then starting my day off like that. I think I should do that again because I like waking up in the morning. Well, see, the problem with that schedule is you're like, it's very strict because usually, like, the normal person stays up past 10 a.m., right? 10 p.m. because they don't really value the sleeping hours before midnight. And I've read that those are the most effective. I don't really get why, but apparently, like every hour before midnight that you sleep is more effective than if it was after midnight. So, if you like fall asleep at 10, you get like those 2 hours, which are in a way more effective than if they were past. But the problem with this is if you're spending time with friends or other people, they don't really respect that. So 11. But then again, usually the schedule of the people I hang out with is like 12. But then if you go to bed at 12 and you get 8 hours of sleep, it's gonna be 8. And that's already kind of late. I mean, it's still early in terms of the day, but there's just something about waking up at 5:36 and doing something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't really put my finger on it, but it just unmatched that feeling. And so, especially if I'm like doing something that I know is good for me, may that be meditation or reading. I think doing something cognitive early in the morning is very underrated. I think it's good to use your brain power when it's fresh, because I mean, think about it, you just rested, right? You're rising, and I mean, it depends on, like, you really gotta get in tune with your body. But I don't think you should need that long of a time to, like, boot up your system. Maybe like 15-20 minutes. Drink some water, very important. After sleeping, your body's not consumed any liquids for 6 to 8 hours. So first thing you gotta do after waking up is drink some water, please. Please drink some water. Yeah, I like to start off with a short meditation. 5 to 10 minutes is what I used to do. Gotta get into that, back into that. I can't really tell you the benefits about meditation. I mean, I don't think that you should be doing meditation just to reap its benefits. It's just like a practice that should be experienced instead. And Leo from actualize.org says that you should aim to meditate an hour a day. Which seems quite difficult, but It's definitely a goal, a long-term goal that I'm setting for myself. But you do gotta start off small. Maybe. I think I'm gonna try it for like a week. See how that goes. I mean, to be honest, it's so simple, right? You just meditate an hour a day. But just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy, right? It's simple, but how many people do you know that meditate? Not to mention, meditate an hour a day. I think that person would be regarded as quite strange in the perception of today's people, society. They'd be like, why? Probably. Like, I mean, my friends probably wouldn't be like that, but I could definitely see family members of mine not getting it. My friends probably would think it's pretty cool. But I have meditated with a couple of my friends. I think 2, maybe 3 in particular. But it's not really something that you do with other people. Really. It's way. I mean, I don't know. Do what you gotta do. If that means that you'll get the job done, right? Usually, if I have like a certain time schedule set for myself where I dedicate that much time towards something, then I am more likely to do that thing than if it's just something in my head. And I remind myself that I should do this today. And then usually I do it, but not as effectively as I could if I had like a proper time that I take out of my day, and that also would sort of prime my body to be doing that. I think it's easier to do things if you get used to doing them at a specific point in time. I really enjoyed working out a couple of hours after waking up. But usually if I did that, I'd have to take a nap after my workout because it would really, like, it would be pretty tiring. I think the most important part is to experiment. You know, you gotta find out somehow. The hardest things in this life, I think, are the simplest, or the simplest things are the hardest because they are so simple. You know, I think reason being is also because the human mind always tries to make sense of what it doesn't really understand. So, if there's something that is dead simple, it's too easy for the human mind, it's too basic. So, it's looking for these complex answers when all the while it's just simple as can be. I mean, if you think about it, if you think about it, I'm thinking of something like losing weight. I had trouble, more or less, losing weight. I used to be a little chubby uh, during my school years, or actually, like during the first 18 years of my life, but it was because like I didn't really care. I just ate whatever I wanted, and naturally, was a little chubby. And so one day I decided, man, let's 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 chill. Let's go easy on the. Let's go easy on the candy, all right? And I would just research and do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's quite simple, really. You just gotta eat less calories then naturally you're gonna lose weight. Because your intake is lower. So if your intake is lower, you lose weight. And then you kinda have to find out how to make that process easy on yourself. Because, well, I used to be somebody that likes to eat a lot. That's how I ended up being chubby. So instead, I drank a lot of water. I did some exercise. And I ate healthier foods that would fill me up, especially fruits and vegetables, protein, and carbohydrates, some fats, a rather balanced diet, mainly, I'd say, protein heavy. But honestly, if you're trying to lose weight, exercise, and then go from there. That'd be my advice, at least. And see, I guarantee you that if you're listening to this and if you're trying to lose weight, you just heard what I said. You're not gonna believe me because, oh, would you look at that? The answer is that simple, huh? Yeah, it's simple, but it's not easy. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any overweight people suffering from all these health issues. Oh well. Never said it was gonna be easy. Right? It's simple. It's not rocket science. Really. I don't know. I've been getting into bodybuilding, and it's ridiculous. I mean, obviously, you want to have a good physique. Quite simple, really. You just work out every muscle group, and you take into consideration your volume, your progressive overload, and your technique, right? Combine that with sleep / recovery, your nutrition, and you're good to go. Like, it's not really rocket science, but then you get all these guys, trying to sell you this and that. I mean, mess with the whole fitness industry. I think it's rather silly. Mainly because it's so weird if you think about it. It's meant to promote health, but the people that are preaching it are killing themselves by just juicing themselves up with steroids and trying to sell their products to people that might have started exercising to be healthy or to, gain more confidence. But then they get sucked into this black hole of never being enough. I mean, it's rather sad, but I didn't really want this video to go to this point. I just wanted to let you know that it's not easy to focus on simple things. But anyway, I'm actually quite impressed with how much yapping I did in this one. Really didn't expect it at all. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did. I hope you can take away something from this. If you're still awake, then I gotta say hats off to you for listening to all that. But anyway, always remember that you're being appreciated and loved, and that there is people that care about you. And even if you think that there isn't, then I will gladly let you know that I do care about you. So take care of yourself and stay safe. And I'll catch you in the next one, alright? Love you. Bye bye.